Hey guys, we are going to do style class live from Paris, and I know that Katura and Matt and everyone back home is probably cringing because now this is totally left up to me to fuck up, as I am very jet lagged, having just gotten off of a plane. But I wanted to go through the Paris packing. That's always a big thing. You guys always have so many questions about packing. And what I'm going to do is literally behind me here, I have my luggage, I've got my carry-on here, and you'll see everything I brought to get me through an entire 7 days in Paris. That includes at least 4 to 5 dinners. It includes 6 days of working with clients and working with the press all day. And it involves some shopping, which I'll have to go show you guys this Dries thing that I got today that's really good. Anyway, so let's get started with it. So what I want to show you first, and we'll have this up on Substack, which I think will be helpful because Substack is that place where everyone can kind of breathe and see everything. But what I'm going to show you here is basically, these are how many pictures I took in my closet yesterday. So everything that I packed in my luggage is all here. And you can see that this gets me way past 7 physical days, but the luggage was 43 pounds. So like not bad at all, right? And so the idea when you're packing is I don't pack by day at all. What I do is I pack to make sure that I hit the certain moods that I know that I am going to be in when I am in Paris. And so what I mean by that is, like, for instance, I'm going to pull apart this suit here. And let me pull that out first. So this is the suiting here. It's got the facing on the back of the collar because that would be rude not to do that. But this is that really rich suiting, and it's got a slight plaid undertone to it, and it's perfectly lightweight, absolutely year round. And so what you can see is when I'm packing the suit here, I want to make sure that I've got options to really dress it up when I want to be in that mood, that I've got options to dress it down if I'm just out walking around, that I can actually turn it into something that is appropriate for wearing to breakfast in the hotel, and that I can also wear it out at night with like a t-shirt. So this is like going out at night. Sorry, guys. Sorry, my Canva. But the idea here is that really, like, if I'm going out at night and it's in a kind of quirky dressy mood, like I'm going to just mix it up with the t-shirts. So this is where in my bag then, it's really important when you look at like the components that you're bringing with you, that you've got all your base layers, but then these key elements then become like what tops are you bringing and what accessories are you bringing. So I'm going to go through this though and let you see how all of this got into the bag and what made it in. So we've got the blazer here, and this is where you know, sometimes what you crave to wear is born of a trend and you're trying to express something about who you are. And then a lot of times what you crave to wear becomes really important to you because of functionality. And this is one of those things where I told all of you guys years and years ago when you came to me and you're like, when is the trend going to die for oversized blazers? And I realized, looking at my history of dressing, that there was never a time that I didn't wear oversized blazers because they were always so functional for me. So I did buy fitted little blazers to wear, but they were very specific. They didn't become like the absolute like foundation of my closet. So something like this blazer for us, this one is not a without fail. This is in the main collection, but when you're traveling, something like this, a bit oversized, becomes your without fail when you're traveling, because you can layer it over things. So even though this blazer is not as oversized as a Liam, it is absolutely not a fitted blazer. So even if I am putting it over the sculpted bonded sweatshirt style here, you can see I'm not like totally gunched in here. This works. So you really want to make sure that the blazers that you're packing, for me, on a trip like this where I got so many things to do, those blazers have to work really, really hard. So this is where I would not be opting for like a skinny, super skinny little number and nothing too constructed. I want to make sure it can really go across a lot of elements. And so the same thing then is going to apply for the pants. So I've packed the matching pant here because I like the idea of having a full suit. And then I love the idea of being able to mix it with something else. And this is where it's really critical that, you know, when you do things that are unlined, that every single thing on the inside is very, very finished. So it's, you know, to be able to do tailoring that has all this ease to it, like that is the holy grail of dressing for me. It really is. And you guys know that when you're wearing a pant that is out of a very, very, very rich suiting fabric, when that pant is fully lined, it can start to feel very, very stuffy. So this is why, you know, when you're packing a pant for travel that needs to be able to be really dressed up and it needs to be able to go to an office, but I also want to be able to wear it with a sweatshirt and a brown belt and a sneaker and be chill. And if this pant was all fully lined and constructed and stiff, I wouldn't be able to do that. So for traveling, this Winslow body here is really, really key in the pant. I wear the longer length. I'm just under 5'5", and I wear a size 4 in this. So the other thing to really look out for when you are packing is making sure that your tops are going to really, really do heavy lifting. And I think a while ago in the press, there was always a big thing about high-low dressing, if you guys remember. I think that started in the 2000s. Like somehow it was revolutionary to mix like a Gap t-shirt with a blazer or something. But I think the thing to pay attention to is with this notion of high-low dressing, it's more that it's high attitude and low attitude, or like super fancy and super chill dressing. But what you want to make sure is like when you dress low, you have to be careful how low you go, because what happens is when you're wearing something that wants to have the effect of a sweatshirt, when you're wearing it with a really rich pant and you want to wear it out at night and have it work in a very dressy environment, if that sweatshirt type body is not really rich, it is not going to hold up and make you feel the way you want to feel. So this is where something like the bonded sculpted here, I'm wearing the one that is a baby bluish color. This tailoring on this is really important, because it means that like if I'm going to wear it with like the black Jalousie skirt or something like that, and I'm going to go to an event, all I've got to do is put on big earrings and that skirt and I'm good to go. But if I were just kind of rocking an old vintage sweatshirt, it's going to feel ironic and interesting, but it's not going to do what I want it to do when I'm in Paris. And so what's great about this bonded fabric is it's one that when you roll up the sleeve, you'll see what I mean by bonded. It's not a different color on the inside here, right? It's like a double facing, and it is very rich and it stays. And this is the sweatshirt that has body. I keep calling it a sweatshirt, but it's not sweatshirt fabric. It's a bonded viscose. And you can see that's why like you've got this volume in the back, this belt detail, so I can really dress it up. And then when I'm just wearing it with the Sid jeans here, it is perfectly relaxed at the same time. Okay, I actually brought this in 2 colors. Tracy and I had a bit of a debate because she was like, I don't really know why you would need this color if you got this color. This is a preference thing. For me, I prefer to have both. I'll probably have the burgundy too, but you know what? I'm Tibby, so let's be real. I get this stuff at a very good price. But what I love when I'm traveling is I'm wearing the light Sids with this. And when you wear more casual looking items, but they are tonal in color, it tends to give off a very, very rich vibe. It is like a super quick cheat to feeling and looking very, very put together. Oh, Katura, thank you for answering questions. Thank you, Katura. All right, another thing, this was on the plane with me. So this is what I wore on the plane, but I plan on wearing it multiple ways throughout the trip. The genius of those pants is that they're just so much more than a regular pant, because like right when I got off the plane, the hotel wasn't ready yet, and we walked over to the Dries store, and you know, walking over like this, even though I had like plain funk on me probably, but everything is still something, you know. It's not just an average sweatshirt body. It is certainly not an average track pant. And so, you know, this is not about buying more. It is about a slow buildup of things that have a point of view, so that even when you're wearing the most simplest things on an airplane, you are still exhibiting a point of view, if to no one else but yourself. I mean, fuck everyone else, to no one else but you. Okay. The Jaloux skirt. This skirt is everything. And the reason why it is so perfect for a trip like this is that it's a black skirt that is giving so much style without any pretense at all. It really is. So it's just a new look. And like, for me, yes, I have my pleated skirts and I have my pull-on skirts. Like, I love all of those. But there is room for another skirt that is in that Italian sporty nylon that goes so, so, so high in terms of originality and interest, but still plays at like such a casual level. And that's what, like, the skirt is just amazing for that. So like, I had this Rick Owens belt that I had bought on sale at Essence. And if you go on sale at Essence, like, it's one thing, like that belt was full price and then it was also on sale. So that you know. But I paired it with like our old baby pink Charlie Oxfords, the white ones, the new blue shirt. You know, this skirt was just paired up a million ways to one. Even wearing it with the drama t-shirt here and the blazer. So, you know, what I want to say with this skirt is, this is the one where your legs come out the side. And please, if you order this, this is what I want you to know. There's the old adage, right? The old quote that Henry Ford always said, if you'd asked the customers what they wanted, they would have always said faster horse, right? And they wouldn't have even imagined of the car. I think this is a really good example of that, where I trust Tracy to know what I don't know yet, to know what I want before I know that I want it, and to also completely disregard my opinion when I say I don't want something. I trust her to really believe in it and then come back and be like, no, you have to believe in this, and it's incredible. So this is what this skirt is. So I really urge you, like, when you put it on for the first time, and check out the Substack, try it on in all the different iterations that I have it, because then that's when you're going to really start to click in and be like, oh my God, I'm going to Miami and it's a girls' night and I want to feel like myself, but you know, they're going to like do whatever in their clothes. Like this with like a little black bandeau and a strappy sandal, like that's your Miami look that still says chill, modern, and classic, but you're in the middle of Miami, whatever. So anyways, give this one a lot of attention. Now, the other piece that got major play in the packing here was the striped shirting and the striped skirt. And this is, oh, I just was so happy when I was putting this on because it worked for so many different elements. So I have this really super shishi thing that I got to go to Thursday night. Britt, thank you. And this with like black sheer hose and the strappy sandal, perfect. But then this is that lightweight sweatshirting that we do that is just so chill and easy. And when I tie it up here and wear it with like the clear boot and a sock, it's just really nice and strange. But then working in the showroom all day at the studio in the Marais, I'm going to wear this with a blazer and it's going to be perfect. And then one of the other nights that I go out to dinner, I'm going to put that drama tee back on with it and I'm going to leave it open. So you can really tie this up. You can leave it down. It's nice and lightweight. And you guys, like, no doubt there is a bit of sheerness in it. It is a lightweight shearing, this shirting, but you just want to embrace this. I'm going to show you in the Substack the different types of tights and everything that I packed from Commando, but just a good sheer tight is like perfect with this. Okay. So one of the things that I packed a lot of were just shirts that had collars that I could mix up like a tie with. I have found that wearing the men's tie for me is something that I'm very comfortable with, and it just feels interesting. And you know, it's funny because it's something I always wanted to do. When I was at American Express, I had this colleague who was, 3 or 4 levels above me, and she would wear it. She would come in and she'd have on like a really proper men's tie, and she would wear it with like a suit. And I remember I went to Ann Taylor, and they had a dress that had like this built-in like men's tie on it. And I bought it, and I just thought that I was gonna like be completely transformed into like this C-suite executive at Amex. And I wasn't transformed. I did not feel like myself at all. The dress was like really fitted. And, I always thought, okay, well, you know what? Like maybe that's appealing to me, but maybe that's too much cosplay. Like it's not my thing. But I realize it is my thing. It's just more like playing around with ties as just loose elements, not making them so strict and bulky. And then certainly, like when you're playing with a tie, you're doing it with pieces that are very you. So, when I did it before, it was with that fitted dress, which wasn't me to begin with. So then to have a collar and a tie, like not me, not me, not me, 3 not me's. So wearing it just, playing around with something and wearing it with like all of these pieces that are so in my wheelhouse, you can see how that is just one easy thing where I've got the Jaloux skirt, just, our Charlie top, and then I'm wearing a men's tie. And this one is, I have it in my bag somewhere, but it's a Ralph Lauren men's knitted one that I got on sale at Mr. Porter. And I think what's good too is when you're dabbling around with some of these things, experimenting with things that might be a little bit out of your comfort range, that's where going with something good, but going with it on a deep sale is always, it's always a strategy that I employ. Okay. This is flat and in my bag. So I just want to show you guys, this is, it's kind of hard to see it online, but this is a clear bag in a smoky gray. So putting my iPad in there really does demonstrate that. But a bag like this is what I need in Paris because there are all those moments where I'm running downstairs to get coffee in the morning and I don't want to carry like my purse. I'm not going to carry like a big tote. Like I just need my iPad and a wallet or something. So this is like the perfect bag for just running around too. And also when you're running around Paris, they're not really keen on giving you bags when you're shopping. So it's nice to have something that you can throw things into, but that's not going to be overwhelming. I brought the white tuck jeans here. This was probably my one extra piece that I'm not sure I'm going to get too much wear out of. When I was styling it, I kind of had two outfits here. I debated pulling it out of the luggage, and honestly, I almost did, and then I just forgot about it, and so it came with me, and who knows, it'll probably be like the thing that I wear the most. What I did pack was the Bio Twill jacket here, and this felt really, really fresh and new. Number one, sometimes things feel very fresh and new simply because of the colorway, and this is that colorway that do not call it burgundy. It is like eggplanty, purpling, I don't know. It's really good. It's a great ring 3 color. You can see how good it looks here against the light blue. But this works as like a jacket, and it works as a shirt. And I particularly loved it with the Sid jeans here. And then I loved it with, I was so in love with this. I also paired it with the Earl jean. And the Earl jean, just so you guys know, that is the one that we took a look at jodhpurs. We took at all the details of like a very vintage pair of jodhpurs, and then we applied them to denim and to even sweatsuiting and pants. And suiting, we did it in a way that was just very chill and relaxed. Because I always love the idea of a jodhpur, but fuck, man, when you put it on, like, you either, like, you really feel like if you're not on a horse, that it just, I don't know, it feels awkward. And especially the vintage ones, like, it's all coming out. Like, I'm not going to walk around like that for me. So this is like a good in-between. Then, oh. You know what I did? So we have my bag, and then I have my carry-on here. By the way, if you guys do not have your Tibby stickers, no one's picking up your luggage. Like, we're standing there. We had 8 pieces of luggage with, I was with Christine and Lara and everyone, and so many, you know, Rimowa bags coming through, so many away bags. Everyone's like grabbing each other's bags. No one was touching the Tibby bags because no other bags have like the Borg sock guy on it. So these are really saviors when you are traveling and don't want to take home the wrong luggage, like we did in Austin, Texas recently. My husband did it. It was a guy who was getting married. He's like, what the fuck, guys? And we got all the way to our hotel with the wrong luggage. Anyway, so the Earl jean here in the photograph, what I did is you're going to see that I am in the shorter length. So while I wear the longer length in a lot of the styles, here I went with the shorter length because the idea of the Earl jean was we really did like it in a cropped length. And if you look here at the pants that I packed, what you want to think about when you're packing things is, so I had pants that are, you know, quite long and wide here, but long was the key thing. So I needed to either have on a heel with them or be able to tuck in the socks or, you know, just, I'm going to have a lot of draggage in Paris. There's a lot of poop on the streets. There's a lot of dogs in front of me just like going everywhere. So it's really good to have, for me, an option of a pant that is not going to be full length, that is going to have the ankles showing and just be like really so easy and not have to think about it too much. And so I was really able to style the Earl jean in so many ways. So here I've got it with the shirt jacket. Here I've got it with that black easy sweatshirting and a pair of fishnet tights and a sandal. And so the whole thing is very dressed up. Here it's with the tropical wool balloon top, very dressed up. I'm going to show you this blazer in a minute. I paired it with, this grip is so good. I paired it with the this kind of crinkle suiting that we have. And so this is the crinkle suiting jacket. And what you'll see is, you guys don't want to iron this. It's got a light grid in it, and then it's got the crinkle. And this is the size small. Again, I am 5 foot, just under 5'5", and I wear a small or a 4 across the board in Tibby. So this is a really, really dark navy. Darker actually than it seems like it's showing up when I zoom in here. But this easy jacket, what I love about it is traveling. This one almost works like a shirt jacket. So you'll see here, I've worn it with just bare underneath, like a whole pajama type look. But then what's great is when I wear the pant, which is just a pull-on pant, and then an oversized flannel shirt, the jacket is lightweight enough that you can tie it around your waist and it drapes there the way that a shirt would. So that means I'm going to get like a lot of usage out of this because it's going to look like a suit, and it's going to like also just be able to tie up around a dress or whatever. So here I've just packed a flannel shirt. This is one that I bought from Aura-Lee. And then the pants here, this is the longer length that I'm wearing. And I probably should take about an inch off of those, but later. Then the other thing that I packed was the slip dress here. And this, when I was getting dressed, trying things on in the closet, got a lot of mileage out of it because, you know, it layers up and it gives the effect of a skirt, and then it also functions purely as a dress. So you can see here that here I'm wearing it and it looks like a skirt. I've just got a navy blue, that black soft sweatshirting over it. That black soft sweatshirting, I wish I'd had 2 of those at home because I think it's going to be one that I wear every day. And it's black, it's not going to get dirty, but like, you know, a night at Lost Do Falafel and it's probably going to smell a little bit like some delicious falafel. But what's great is with this dress is you can really like work it like a skirt. But then, I mean, it's also, you know, works as a complete dress as well, which is how I will wear it. Did I take a picture of me of it in a dress? Oh. Gosh, I feel like I did. Anyways, I'll add it to the thing. Okay. This is my savior when I'm packing. This, and I have it, I always bring them with me in at least the navy and the gray. And if you don't have these, guys, please consider this. It is the most lightweight fine wool, which means it is absolutely a year-round wool. It is so perfect for layering under things. It is so rich. This one now is like 2 or 3 years old. And this is what I'm saying, like these basic pieces that really hold body. It's got the high neckline. It really just goes with everything. And what's perfect about this too is when you tie things around your waist, this one you can see how tiny it goes. It's almost like those old ads for pashminas where they're like, you can run it through a needle head. Like you can really get this through a belt loop or anything. And then for me, like being on the airplane and wearing the V-neck, it was just kind of important that I had something that I could just tie up around my neck. And then equally as important, you know, when you're on the plane and you're getting off, you want to be able to have something that like in 2 seconds, you just smush it down inside your bag. So really like, especially for this time of year, being able to layer with these pieces is key. I, in my bag, have at least 3 t-shirts that are ones that just mean something to me. This is Frosties from my friend Griffin that owns Southern Soul on St. Simon's. Griffin also has Frosties. And he does all his own artwork for his t-shirts. They're so good. Griffin, you should do way more. Griffin went to SCAD before doing Frosties and Southern Soul. So he's got a little bit of everything. And then this cotton piqué top. And this is one where, you know, when we talk about like collection pieces in a line, these are the pieces that feel very new and modern and make all of the older things in my line, whether it's a Stella nylon pants, any of those older pieces, it lifts them up and all of a sudden I feel like, wow, I feel like a new person this season. The drama tee, we got to get whoever, is it HBO that did Entourage? They need to reissue that. And then we've got the Judy tee, my mom, of the Judy and Ken series. These are the ones that we gave to our guests at the runway show. So these all mean something to me, so they come in the bag. And then this one is really important when you're traveling, especially in a place where you're going to be hitting a vibe of work plus like entertainment stuff. Like this top here, this is in that tropical wool. So it feels very refined and put together when I'm meeting with business clients. And then at nighttime, I'm going to wear it with a Jalouse skirt, and it's going to have its whole different moment. And then the triple pleat pant here. And the reason why this jean is so stupid good is when I was saying that what I liked about the Earl jean was that it was cropped and it gave me options. This pant has the snaps on the side that lets you do a medium cuff and a really wide cuff. And then it also lets you just cuff it up on one side and let it hang down on the other. So here I'm wearing it all the way down with the lace dress as a top and the jacket. And then here I'm just wearing it with the black sweatshirt again, but I've got one side up, and then I'm wearing it with like hosiery and a sandal. So that's giving it like a really dressy look, and then I've mixed it with the sneaker. Okay, I packed an old clutch that I had from years ago. I bought this resale. It was Chloe at the time. I don't love this gold here, so I just hold it like that. But that was perfect for Paris. I packed the Saint Laurent tie that was $250. And when I got it, I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. It's just literally like the tape that we use in the back of the studio when we are taping up a form. But you know what? I've actually gotten pretty good cost per wear out of it, though I wish I had just used the tape in the back of the studio. My last minute throw-in was adding in our joggers. And these are the Felix guys, and they've got that zipper in the front. But when I go down every morning for breakfast, they are going to be my mainstay. And then what you'll see over and over on me is one of our black tropical wool blazers, which can be found in the fundamentals, and perfect. And one last thing here in my carry-on was just this big cashmere scarf. It's a cashmere wool scarf that we always keep online in the navy and in the gray. And what's great too is these scarves, when we made them, we had them custom made in Italy, and we had them engineered to be a really big size. So you see how wide this is, okay? And then it's super long. So it is definitely bigger than any scarf that you would usually see, because I wanted something that would feel luxurious, just folded up on the end of my couch, but then also was not so bulky that, like, you know, if you're going downstairs for breakfast or you're going out for a walk, you want to just be able to cozy up in this. And then on Delta, you want to be able to like sleep on it at the same time. Quickly, before I scoot, hey Gabe,
Yeah.
will you hand me those bras from Drees? It's Fashion Week, so you know this, I'm going to get use out of it. It's not raining, but I just want to be able to like show my tights and plastic and be kind of strange. This is the Rick Owens belt. It snaps. It's on sale at Essence. Don't buy the one full price because it is on sale. The savior here was the lightweight sweatshirt in black. The other thing I'm always careful about when traveling is just having, because they're so easy to pack, just a pile up of white t-shirts. And this is what like really helps you hedge against any cold weather. The minute you can just layer them up underneath something, then you know you can catch a breeze and you're going to be fine. I've got the sneaker the gold shoe, and then I've got the black shoe from the new spring collection. So I'm covering like a basic, I'm covering a pop of something, and then, I mean, of course, who doesn't love a blue suede sneaker? And then my one purchase that I ran out and bought today, which I'll show you, I'm very excited about. And these are things too that, like, these are the kind of things I buy when I'm traveling, because this is like this little red lace bra from Dries. And I also went ahead and picked it up in black, because there's so many times when I'm wearing, first of all, the red jaloux dress, I'm going to wear this underneath it and it'll poke out a little bit. And then when I'm wearing a black blazer, but I don't want to commit to a whole shirt moment underneath it, then this is going to be really, really nice. Funny thing about the Dries store, though, they put their mirrors out in the middle, and like you're trying to try on a bra, and it's like, oh shit, uncomfortable. That's it, guys. And then I've got some pajamas in here, but this is like truly the whole thing. That's it. Can you see? Like, so everything now is thrown out on the couch after I packed it so nicely, and got to get this cleaned up. But it's good. And I'm going to be with the team tomorrow in the Marais, and we'll get everything set up. I'm going to save this, and it's also going to be saved on Tibby if you want to check it out there. And then look out for the Substack. It'll probably go up tomorrow, but it's going to really give you all of the details of what was in the bag. And also just to note, my new favorite book, and this reading at night and being off of a computer at nighttime in bed is really a game changer. And I know that my son has told me that before, but you know, I didn't listen. So guys, I'm getting ready to go out to dinner, and you should enjoy lunch or dinner or breakfast wherever you are. And I hope that this was helpful. All right. Bye guys.